Today, I will be trying to build a house made entirely out of dirt and dirt variants. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so I have all of my available dirt blocks laid out here. We have some dirt, obviously, coarse dirt, dirt path, grass, mud, packed mud, and mud bricks, as well as all of the variants of mud bricks. I think that's all the dirt variants. Oh wait, rooted dirt. Okay, now that we actually have all of our blocks, let's try to lay out sort of how we want to build this house. I'm thinking we do something like a mini sandcastle type, but with dirt. While laying this house out, we also have to remember that we have almost no detailing blocks, so most of the details need to be done with depth and texture. Anyways, let's place some blocks to make an outline. Okay, I am done with the outline of the build, and it's a little bigger than I originally was thinking, but that's okay. It keeps things interesting. So basically, I have this main section here that is going to be like the center of the build, and then on all four corners we're going to have like a tower. I'm really going for this sandcastle vibe. Now, we need to decide what blocks are going to go where on the build, and I'm thinking that we use dirt as obviously the main block, and then coarse dirt as like the texture for the main section, and then maybe we can use mud and mud bricks for like details. Also, we could probably use some packed mud as like the pillar type blocks. Okay, so now we have sorted out where each block is going to go in the build. Let's plan out how we want this to go. So I managed to plan out how the details will go for the main section of our dirt house, and I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I did decide to use lanterns as a detail. I know, they're not dirt, but I think it's fine. It makes the build better. Now that everything is planned out, let's get to building this design for the rest of this main section of our dirt house. Okay, now that the main section is finished, apart from the roof, we need to work out how the towers will look. I think we just need to experiment with one tower and see what sort of works. I'm gonna start with this front tower over here, and I think they're all gonna be the same. Maybe the back two towers could be taller, but currently the build is symmetrical all the way around, so maybe not. We can test it and sort of see what works. I think we can use rooted dirt for the base of the towers and maybe do something like this with mud and mud brick walls for the corner parts. I don't know if I really like this. And maybe let's copy the window design from the main section of the build. Although, let's make it slightly taller. Okay, I think that's a pretty good plan. Let's do this to all of the towers. Okay, so I didn't like the mud and mud bricks in the corners, so I just went with the rooted dirt. But other than that, I like how the towers turned out, though I think I may have gone a little crazy with the height of the towers. So before we add a roof, let's maybe add another layer onto the main section, sort of like this. There we go, that is a lot better. So now we just need to add the roof, and since this is a square build, I think we could make a cross roof look really good, and it would be easy since it will be the same on every side. For the roof, I think I want to use mud bricks as the outline and then grass blocks as the filler for the roof. Sort of like this, but basically all over. Let me fill this in real quick, maybe with a little editing magic. And it's done. I think we did a pretty good job with our little dirt house. I mean, it's not so little, but that's okay. I'm still really happy with how it turned out, if we ignore the inside. Yeah, anyways, if you want to see me do another build challenge just like this one, consider subscribing and maybe watch me build a house based on concept art here. Bye!